The area that our group decided to go through for our windshield survey was around 104th and US 85. So it's kind of a newer up and coming area. A lot of buildings still going on there, but still a lot of open space. So the words that I chose to put in my word cloud would be potential, small businesses, quaint, cars, open spaces, train, industrial, quiet, construction, and barren. While we were doing our windshield survey, I noticed there was very little public transportation, which makes sense. The farther north you go, it seems the less there is for public transportation. If you wanted to get anywhere, you would have to drive in a car. The neighborhoods weren't close to grocery stores. There wasn't even sidewalks the whole time. And the sidewalks that there was, they weren't even shoveled from the snow, so you couldn't walk. There weren't very many businesses. There was room to grow. There were a few empty places that could still have businesses brought in, but they were still empty. The businesses we did see were very small mom and pop shops, and we did see a King Soopers in about a 10-mile radius. For food-wise, we saw mostly fast food. There were little sections here and there, and then there was King Soopers, but there wasn't a great place to get fresh food. There was a lot of construction going on. Looks like they're doing some expanding. There were train cars. But even with all that construction, it was still very quiet. There just wasn't a lot of people out in that area. I think this experience changed my understanding of the community because I've lived most of my life in a tiny suburban area where everything that I need is just a few minutes down the street and I could get in a car and head out. In this community, I don't think I would be able to just hop in the car and get anywhere. So I was looking at other word clouds, and a lot of them were of urban areas. So they were very similar. They were all centered around Colfax and Aurora and that area. But it did sound very similar that the food issue was the same. So mostly fast food and very little healthy food available. And that's what I learned on my windshield survey.